morning from the Three Sisters Wilderness and the Pacific Crest Trail. It's going to be epic. Oh, and from all these mosquitoes too. Some pretty deep snow right there. About 3 foot deep still. Squishy. You can tell this part of the mountain does not get very much sun. Definitely stays shaded by the trees and by South Sister there. So this is probably the last to melt of the lower elevations. I mean, a little bit below 6,000 right now. I was sleeping at actually it was probably at 6,000. I was sleeping at 6,300 and it dips about 200 or 300 going to this lake where I'm going to fill up on some water because I was running dry. Had about a quarter of a liter left this morning, so needed to get to this lake pronto to get some hydration. It's a beautiful walk so far, beautiful views to start the day, and these beautiful snowfields and this cool mountain, allowing me to walk off the pain of my heel and Achilles, which same thing happened yesterday, and it gets walked off. It's just stiff. I'm probably not stretching enough at night, and then I wake up and it's really stiff and doesn't move too well. That's kind of what it feels like, and then it starts feeling better. But I also have a blister on a toe that came off. I wrapped it up, and that's bothering me a little bit today. Just probably the bulkiness of the wrapping of the Leuco tape and such. So come tomorrow, I'll be getting a Nero and going into town. So I'll be able to get a little bit of rest for the back of the heel, whatever it is, which doesn't even hurt until the mornings, when it's stiff. It's been used a lot, just needs a break. So a good Nero will do that good. It's turning out to be a little tougher than it should be, though, because the towns all have, or Bend has a festival on it, so that town and all the towns around it all are completely booked up in hostels and hotels for the weekend. That's great, but that's okay. It's all going to be good. I think I have it worked out with a trail angel, so we'll see how that happens, and I'll keep you informed as I know. Well, you'll know because you're watching the videos. Right now I'm going to get some water here. Right over there is one of the sisters. I don't know if that's south or not. It seems too far away. I think south is more here, and that might be middle sister. I don't really know because it took me through the woods and got me all confused. All right, go get some water and get away from these mosquitoes and keep carrying on. All right, about 2 miles in, and the mosquitoes have died down once I got past those couple of lakes. Doesn't mean they're gonna be died down all day, but for now, I could take my net off so I could drink some of the water that I got from the pond. There was a pond and a lake side by side, and mosquitoes were just horrible there. So I had to put the net on, and they were still biting through the net, biting through the clothes. It wasn't fun. But the good news is my body is finally loosened up and warmed up, and my leg is moving normal. The toe hurts still, but not as bad as it was this morning. Just, it helps when your body starts getting warm, and I don't know medically what that does, but I mean, it's still wrapped and protected, so if it would have kept hurting, I would have had to redo it because maybe something was going on in there, but I'll still redo it later anyway. But for now, it's good. It's not hurting much at all. Walking through the forest right now. Gonna pop out here pretty soon and be seeing these sisters right next to me, and some other great stuff happening today as well. I'm looking forward to today almost as much as every other day. Let's get it. It's going to be epic. South Sister there, and you can see the very top of what I believe is Middle Sister, or that's South Sister. I don't know. Over there is where I camped. I thought I just wrapped around it, so that might be South Sister right there, and this might be Middle Sister. I'm gonna have to look at a map and see. Okay, I think I have it figured out. That one back there is Mount Bachelor. And this one here, which is now behind that tree, it's hard when you're camping next to one and then you go in the woods and you just do all kinds of loop-de-loops. You're like, hold on, where am I at? Which one am I looking at now? But that there is South Sister, and I believe the pointed one should be Middle Sister. I'll know that when I get up here closer. Just had mosquitoes biting my lip and then going in my mouth. I had to spit like 3 or 4 of them out. Like, woo, this is a different kind of judgment, I guess. Sorry about that, but you gotta do what you gotta do when the bugs are in your mouth. Oh, that's beautiful though. Yes, it is. It's beautiful here too. Not quite as beautiful as the sisters though. This little section here, minus the mosquitoes, is becoming one of my favorites on the PCT. Just so many volcanic mountains in one section. And now, I mean, walking right towards it. I mean, I'm like right there. I feel like I reach out and grab it. Just walking along this meadow all the way along with nothing impeding the views. It's special. It's very special. What a way for me to end Oregon on the PCT. This is amazing. As I get closer and closer to the mountain, this bottom part, which is all lava rock here, begins to obstruct the view of the rest of the mountain. I'm right there. I wouldn't say that's a football field and a half. In other words, 150 yards to the lava rock, and that's basically where you start climbing up to get to the summit. You can barely see it now, but it's right next to me behind all the lava rock. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more views opening up as the day progresses. Beautiful meadow I'm walking through right now. Peaceful. Haven't seen a nice stream like that for quite some time. Been drinking out of lakes and ponds for like the last 60 miles. There's supposed to be a couple different streams coming up here today, and then obviously with the snow melt and everything, it's going to make it even more water. There's another one right here. I think there's a really nice waterfall up here too, and with the snow melt, maybe that'll be running really good. Haven't seen a waterfall in a few days. Since what, day 4 or 5? It's a beautiful walk so far today. Back in mosquito country again. Not where those creeks were. Not for like the last 4 or 5 miles, but this spot. No idea why. No idea how they pick their spots. But they're here. I really don't like them now. Earlier when I was walking around South Sister, I had 2 of them land on my lip. And then a couple went in my mouth. Spit them out. But while I was spitting them out, I guess the other ones decided they was going to bite my lip. Or sting my lip, whatever they do. Suck my blood. And now they're numb. Like right here. The lips are numb. Like probably all swollen up. Probably look like I just had Botox or something. Oh my goodness. Dumb mosquitoes. I don't like them at all. I don't think there's a real reason for them except to feed dragonflies. I seen dragonflies, a lot of them yesterday. And in those areas there were not as many mosquitoes. I personally thanked probably 20 dragonflies for doing what they do. Another little stream crossing. It's a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. That bird just scared me. Back out in the open again. The other side of South Sister. Cool looking summit or rock formation on a mountain. Beautiful views in the distance. Climbing up a burn section with a lot of blowdowns right now. There's Middle Sister peeking through the trees. Getting closer to that one. Pretty much have wrapped all the way around South Sister in the forest and in this burn section here for the last several miles. Right there's south. Yeah, a little better view right here. South Sister. What you trying to tell me, bird? What you trying to tell me? I wish I was one of those people that knew what a bird was just by the sound of it. But heck, I don't even know what most birds are by the look of them. So how would I know by the sound of them? That's too difficult for someone like me. It's a really cool looking mountain there. Very reminiscent of like the Sierras or Northern California or Goat Rocks up in Washington. I am not 100% sure, but I think after looking at the map that is called the Husband. You heard me right, the Husband. I will correct myself if I am wrong, but that is right where the Husband is according to the map, so it has to be the Husband. It is a gorgeous looking mountain, not gonna lie. Wow. That is Middle Sister. Getting very close to Middle Sister. And right there is South Sister, which I have wrapped all the way around now. I am in heaven. Jeez. Huge 10,000 foot mountains all around me. I am in heaven. Middle Sister. Right there's the Husband. I guess the husband overlooks the three sisters to make sure they're all safe. I don't know if the wife is out here or not. There's a nice snowmelt stream. A little cloudy, but a lot of times that's what these snow streams coming off big mountains, volcanic mountains, look like. This one isn't that bad. I've seen them look almost like chocolate milk. I'm getting some water. Yeah, it looks cold and refreshing. I hope you're not tired of these views yet. That's south. That's middle. Haven't seen north yet, but it should be peeking out anytime as I'm wrapping around middle right now to the other side of it. It is so gorgeous out here. Oh my goodness. It's hard to say a favorite section on the PCT. It's pretty much wherever you are that day, but I'm going to tell you right now, this section of the Sisters Wilderness, the Three Sisters Wilderness, is definitely one of my favorites. It is heaven as I imagine it. Wrapping around the trees to another opening, and there is the husband again. That is such a beautiful mountain. Wow. It's 12 o'clock and all is well. I have went just a little over 12 miles today. Not too bad considering I got a little later start. I couldn't sleep real good last night, so when I got up this morning about the same normal time, I just laid there for a while, kind of resting even though I wasn't sleeping. So I got started about 30 minutes later than usual, or what I had the last few days at least. But you all know then what happened the first couple miles. I was pretty much limping the whole time until my body warmed up and loosened the stiffness up. I will do much better at stretching tonight. I've been stretching, but I guess I haven't been doing enough for what I need. So I'll do better tonight so I'm not as stiff in the morning with my heel and Achilles and legs and such. Anyways, it's going great today. A little bit behind what I would normally be at noon these last couple days, but I'm right at halfway point, right at 12, 5 hours into the day, and about 5 hours to go, and I'll be at 24, 25 miles. So right where I want to be, unless I decide to go a little further. Plan on camping right before the beginning of the lava rock field. But I might go through half of it and then set up camp and then go through the other half in the morning. Either way, I'm going through a Nero tomorrow. I'll have 18 miles or less, which will get me done around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, most likely, barring any unforeseen circumstances. But the views are absolutely perfect today. Still keeping a good pace, even though I'm taking a lot of video and pictures because it's amazing here. But for now, gonna keep pressing on, getting myself closer and closer to the end of Oregon for myself. Woo! That's the best way to be able to go around them. But a lot of them you have to go over. There's actually quite a few snow piles and snow fields in this area. Nothing sketchy, thank goodness. I had to go say down this one. Over there was the trail coming up over top, and I kind of just slid down there. It was too steep to really get a footing. Probably could have came this way and got a little better footing, but still, it's steep in places. I didn't want to put my micro spikes on, so I just slid down it on my butt. It got a little wet. Yeah, that's I wouldn't say sketchy, but that's definitely the one that I've had to like not just be able to step over. This one's a little better. It's a shorter one. Doesn't get much closer than this without being right on it. That's middle sister from the other side. There's south sister. If you look over here, you can barely see it. Right there is north sister. Walking towards it now. Hoping I get a good shot today to get to all three of them in one shot. One video or one photo. That would be awesome. Walking towards north right now. Gotta put my sunglasses on. It's bright. There we go. I'm now in a small section of Three Sisters Wilderness called Obsidian. Hope I'm saying that right. And it's just a small section you can't camp in or anything like that. It's protected, and it's because of that right there. I don't know if you can see it. Real shiny and black. That's obsidian. There's a waterfall over here where the water goes over a bunch of obsidian. I hope I'm saying that right because I keep saying it over and over again. Obsidian, obsidian. That cool little area protected here. So the waterfall's not too far off the trail. Go take a gander. See what it looks like. I guess obsidian is just black shiny rock. I would have guessed that was like basalt or something right there. I guess not though. There's little pieces of this obsidian all over the trail. It's real black and shiny and smooth. That's my big thumb. It's really cool. Obsidian Falls. That's pretty cool. There's a big snowfield here. Still pretty easy to cross though. Oh my goodness, this obsidian is awesome looking. I need to quit looking at that though and look at the snow I'm walking. I keep sliding every time I look away. Stuff is crazy looking. Look at that, all shiny. Wow, it's like glass. I don't know if that shows up on here on the video. That is just so cool. That black shiny glass. That's still Middle Sister on the other side. I'm not sure what that is coming up on the other side of Middle Sister, unless it's still part of the mountain and just like another peak or another summit of it. I don't really know. It looks separate. It's even more beautiful from this side though, isn't it? It's crazy. About 18 miles in right now. About 8 more to go, I believe. It's gonna be about like a 26-mile day, depending on where I stop. There's a pond I could camp at. There's a campsite I could camp at, right where the lava rocks start. Or I might go past to camp in between the two sections of lava rock. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet, but probably the shorter one. It's taking a toll on me a little bit more today than it has the last couple days. Not in a bad way, just more tired. Probably a little hotter. That wind is really nice though. Nice cool breeze once in a while. I ran into a local because here, once I get out of the trees, I've seen it a couple times. Looks really awesome. A mountain that they call Little Brother. And then that's right next to or close to North Sister. So you have Little Brother and the Three Sisters and Husband Mountain. But I asked, like, I got to know because I can't find it anywhere on a map. Is there a mother or a wife mountain? She says, you know, I don't know. I've had that same question come up for myself, and other people have asked me. And I've done a lot of research, and there just doesn't seem to be a concrete answer. However, rumor is one of the sisters is the mother. So that would make sense. Three sisters, one of them is the mother, and then the husband is over there by himself, and the little brother is a 7,500-foot mountain just looking on. That's pretty cool. I love the way they name mountains here in Oregon. I love it. Continuing on, another 7 or 8 miles to go. Definitely getting more into the lava rock type of formations of the mountains. Tomorrow, unless I do a big portion today, will look like this for about 6 miles. Nothing but lava rock field. But you can tell getting closer to that because it's definitely becoming more of that darker lava rock style of trails and mountains. Well, that's darn beautiful, isn't it? There's the tip. That's Little Brother way over there. Just on the other side of that lava. Getting closer. awesome. I'm not sure what pass I'm on, but I just came from way down there at the bottom, up to 7,000 now. About 700 foot climb. Very windy up here. Whole other set of views. Look at that lava rock. Insane. That might have been the last of my climb for the day. I didn't know it was all going to come at once. We'll see. Alright, so I was wrong about some things. Now that I'm looking at the map, I am not sure what that one is. That is Mount Washington coming up tomorrow. This is Three Finger Jack. Already have done. You can see those 3 hikers up there. That's pretty cool. This back here is North's sister. I didn't realize that. And then, or maybe that's little brother, and then that one over there is North's sister. All I know is in this vicinity is little brother and North's sister. I already went around them and I didn't even realize it. That has to be North's sister right there, because it looks like the other sisters. I thought that Mount Washington up there, I was like, man, it's just too far away. It doesn't seem like that would be North's sister. And I thought that was little brother. I don't know what that one is. No idea. I know that that is Three Finger Jack. I know what Three Finger Jack looks like. Because I've been there, wrapped around it. All right, I'm still going this way. And I still got a few miles to go today. But in the lava now. And it only gets worse for like several miles. It's beautiful though, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. That one there was a bit sketchy. See that? That's my butt mark. I got to the end, or close to the end. It wasn't that far from the end. Right here's the trail. And you can see somebody else glissaded right there. Somebody else glissaded right there. It was just, I was losing the boot marks, and it's so slushy you need to step in boot marks or you're just gonna slide. And I was starting to lose my footing there in that one spot. So I just decided, you know, I'm gonna slide down there. It's only like 15 feet, 20 feet, and it's not that steep, and I'm gonna end up right there. So that's what I did. That was fun. My butt's wet for the second time today. There's the back side of it. It's North sister, middle sister. I'm not sure where little brother is. It might be the round one. I'm not sure. But there's North. I've seen them all now. Was just so close to North sister as I went around it that I couldn't tell where it was, because I had other mountains right there that covered it up. One of which I was climbing. And I don't think that was little brother that I was climbing. I think it was behind me even at that moment. So it must have been the one I wrapped around before I started climbing the lava rock mountain. Anyway, it's a beautiful little meadow here. Beautiful flowers. Trail is very narrow. And it's one of those that sinks in about 3 or 4 inches, so you trip if you don't walk in a straight line. Getting about 3 miles from camp. My phone might die before then, so there might not be a whole lot more footage, but there was a lot of footage today, so I'm going to have to go through it and see if I have to edit anything, which I don't know what I'll edit because it's all beautiful, or I'll have to put it into 2 parts. We'll see. But it's been a beautiful day. I'll keep showing you the views as long as my phone has power. And there's all 3 of them. South, middle, and north. That's awesome. I got them all in one shot. I was getting worried I wouldn't see them all together. That is gorgeous. The sisters, folks. And one more view of all three from up a little higher. Whew. What a lucky man I am today. This was all socked in with smoke yesterday from what I was told. Not really socked in, but real hazy. Clear as a bell today.